I'm flying to Penville Cabinets next week to go meet with them and learn
Awesome.
what they do and see their cabinets and start to develop a relationship with them. And so that's why I wanted to get this book, so I could take what I'm going to take my plans, our design with me, and they're going to teach me how to quote and how to build, a cabinet array from that. I'm excited for that.
It's awesome.
Whether I do it or not, I just want to learn how to do it. I just think it'd be cool.
Yeah, for sure. Let me see here. Screen 2. Okay. All right. Let me know when you can see.
Yep, I can see it.
All right. Okay, so let's maybe just drop in a camera and just like level set on where we left off. And then you can just kind of talk me through revisions and edits and whatnot. And then we can do renderings too. I think for Penville, like they'll probably care more about, maybe less so about the photorealistic, I assume. Like they want more like dimensions and sizing and whatnot.
Yep.
But then we can do some of the photorealistic stuff today too. So
let me send you, the only thing I really wanted to change was, instead of doing stone, I think we should do, so the first thing, we're going to extend the backsplash over the door frame. Right?
Okay, cool.
So to do around the left door frame, the whole side.
Okay.
I thought about doing that right wall in the dining room.
Okay. Would it be the same material or something different?
Yeah, I think we would extend it to make it look like, I guess let's see what that looks like. Ooh, that's pretty sick.
Yeah.
I'm just torn on doing stone versus doing like, you do the, like sort of the white tile that's like, the tile that isn't perfect, that kind of has the edges that kind of lift. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, like Zalish.
Yeah.
Yeah, let me drop one of those in.
I'll grab the photo of what I wanted to do to the hood.
Okay.
I'll put it in.
Yeah, like there's like a Zalish type tile. And I can adjust the scale and such too,
That's exactly it. Yep. I mean, that fits the house a lot more than the stone does.
In the stone.
I mean, to me, I feel like stone needs to be in like a higher end house,
Fair enough.
Yeah. I think that's the way to go. Now the question is, I think I would do the whole dining room wall on the right.
Turn the corner, you're saying? Or just where we
have? No, just that section. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Not the window.
Okay.
All right, let me put this photo in WhatsApp for you.
Okay. And I before I forget, did someone mention, or did you have a comment about like the upper depth or something? Like, I can't remember. Somebody mentioned like 12 versus 15. I think we had it modeled as 15 from the get-go.
Yeah, because 12s, you can't fit a darn plate.
Yeah.
Right? If you have a nice plate, it doesn't fit. So okay, that was cool. Yeah, 15 solves that problem.
Okay.
So I just sent you in WhatsApp what I think we do the hood in white oak.
Okay.
Whole hood.
Yep.
And so I sent you a photo of what I think I'd like to do.
Okay. So something like so. Do you want the pattern along the face, like a
I like that.
Cross brace kind of panel?
I think that works well, because look, they did the same kind of casing that we did, the square casing, the square mold, crown molding up top. I think that would look great.
All right, cool. And then the oak, and we can modify this more on like the final render too, but like the oak in theirs is like a little bit darker.
Yeah, I think we would do it lighter, like the chairs are. Same kind of.
All right, let me get.
And then I think I did like how they squared off the to match the molding. Photo. See how they.
So they kind of had like there's banding, like first of all, like the molding matches, right? Yeah, but it's stepped. It's like,
correct. Yeah.
So it's not a flush joint. And then, at least I don't think it is. And then down here on the, like on the 8 or 8-ish inch flat. They've got like banding along the top and the bottom.
Yep.
You want to do something like that?
Yeah, I really like how they did that there, because it creates a little texture to it and really matches the cabinets.
Yep.
I wonder how they do that dual banded molding up top.
I can show you one. So like what they did is
they just stopped the cabinet short, right?
Yes, sir. We would take this to be like, I'm just eyeballing it. Like, I'm just guessing it's probably like 8 inches, give or take, like an 8-inch flat from like the ceiling to the beginning of the opening.
Yep. Okay. Yep.
And then if we take the molding, if we just like duplicate this guy, offset it vertically by the amount, and then offset this horizontally by the 3/4. It essentially does something like so, you know?
Yep. Yeah, that's cool.
And I think, you know, if you look at this, I mean, I feel like you kind of have the height for it.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay.
They're like just shy. They're 10-foot ceilings, and that upper cabinet's going to be really tall.
Yeah.
So
and then we can toy with the height of this guy and this guy too. You know, like you tell me, but this now leaves approximately like, and I don't know exactly what Penville's like face frames and stuff will look like. If it's going to be, is it going to be overlay or inset?
Inset.
Okay.
Yep.
So if it's inset with like an 1.5 inch face frame, then we're looking at about 38 inches of height for the lower guy. And then this top guy, I've got around 15.
Yeah, because I mean, the top one is not as useful anyway. It's more for show than anything, right?
Yeah, totally.
Put your Thanksgiving and Christmas crap up there.
Does that feel good? Do you want me to kind of copy that format?
Yep, I like that a lot. Yep.
All right. Let's make that a double.
I didn't think I had any changes.
Yeah, never say never. You get into it and then it's like, oh, what about this or that?
So I'm working on pitching Wolf Sub-Zero as well, about becoming the local dealer.
Man, that'd be awesome. Oh my God. Do you want me to drop a Wolf in? Or did you want to stake? What did we pull in the Folger? Oh, that's right.
Yeah. Let's punt the Folger and put a 48
put in a Wolf.
In.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Let's do. Copy the molding. What kind of a radius would that give you? Like for like dealership?
I don't know. We wouldn't be able to ship them, right? So it would just be, whoever comes to the showroom, I guess.
Gotcha.
And we would try to cover just the main zip codes that are here. I've got some friends who have some friends who are, connecting me with the powers to be, and so I'm working on that.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
Yeah, that's the ticket, man. That double crown
stack. Yep.
Yeah. Just adds that little bit extra dimension that I think is really cool.
Yeah, especially if you got the height on the ceiling,
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's get a couple wolves dropped in. So 4 foot. Is there a certain one you want on the top, like from a griddle perspective? So we've got like the all burner.
Yeah, all burner.
All burner.
Yeah. Those griddles are useless.
I feel like I would use a griddle all the time. I don't know.
They're like 12,000 BTUs, and like it just makes a giant mess.
True.
They don't heat enough. They don't create enough heat to do anything. Yeah. So you're trying to make a grilled cheese on the griddle, and it's just not hot enough.
Yeah, I could see that.
If I had one, I'm like, I'm going to use this griddle every day, and it take like an hour to get hot, and then it just doesn't get hot enough.
We have so we just have like a 36-inch Thermador, and so it's like all burners, right? and I'm cooking like eggs like 24/7, and I'm like, man, I just need like a flat top or something, because I just like do them in a cast iron, and I need more like flat surface,
Mm-hmm.
But
well, right next to this room, I have an Evo cooktop. You ever seen an Evo 30-inch?
I have not. No.
Oh man, you need to look that up. Yeah, I sell Evos. It's basically a 30-inch cast iron skillet, like a flat skillet, like
Okay.
a 30-inch circle thing. They're awesome.
Oh, and like, does you install it into a cabinet or what, or does it just like?
Yep.
Okay. Evo.
Yeah, Sam, the cooking guy, has taught everybody about Evos.
So that's where you do most of your like flat type work, like your
smash burgers. You're gonna make some fried rice or something. It's awesome.
That's what I need.
Mm-hmm. They're like $5,000.
Okay, maybe I don't need it that bad. Let's see. It's in the top. Oh, I moved the wrong thing.
It's like
I would probably still use the heck out of it though. Because we do like burgers and eggs like all the time, and I don't need like I don't need a cast iron for that stuff.
Yep. That's why having the outdoor kitchen, the outdoor grill is so important to me. I mean, every single day I'm cooking steak. And right now I don't have a grill, so I'm having to cook it on the, on a cast iron skillet and then put it in the oven to finish it, and it's just annoying. It gets splatters everywhere.
Gets splatter everywhere,
and you don't get the same kind of sear because it's not as hot. Whereas on the grill, I go turn the grill on, it's hot enough, and the infrared burner is hot enough in like 2 minutes. Sear it, throw it on the other side of the grill on low, and come back, and when the thermometer tells me to get it.
Yeah.
So I'm having to do it on the stove right now, which it's not ideal.
Well, let's get this kitchen to remedy that. Let's see. Just about there. Okay.
Yeah.
Something like so, right? And then we let me run some banding around this guy. So let's do,
As the other thing a little weird about our Zoom calls, since we were sharing screen, it doesn't show us, and so we look.
I know, it's like, well, and I think I had that's why I was like, I need to do StreamYard for the next one, Matt, because I had like the camera settings off or something. So I think it showed you, but it didn't show me. So I was like, damn it. Let's see, there we go. Got to pick the right tool for the right job.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's sick.
Something like that, right?
Mm-hmm.
And how are you feeling before I get the panel put in? Like, how do you feel about like the height of the base, like this flat from like bead to bead? I think theirs is maybe a little bit taller.
Yeah, I mean, I really like what they've chosen there, so I think I would go
maybe bump it up to like
about 8 inches or so, right?
You want to go like
maybe 10,
8, 9. We'll go like, I'll just make it like 10 even.
Yeah.
How's that?
Yep. That looks good.
That look okay. All right. Let me look for a panel. I always have a hard time finding this X. Oh, there's one. Something like that. Let's see. That's not going to work. Let me see. Sometimes finding, I don't know if you guys ever run into this, but like having to find like panels, like cabinet panels that like match what you're looking for.
Mm-hmm.
Like when you're hunting through all these catalogs.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. That one's kind of skinny on the.
So these kind of like actions in Lightroom, like you just buy, like there's all these companies that kind of make these different things and you buy packages of them.
You can like the all of these. Oh, here we go. Like when you buy Chief Architect, a lot of these come with it, but then you can, there's some companies out there that like make custom catalogs, but not a ton. Oh, this one looks good. Let me screenshot that so I don't lose it. It's probably going to make me log in. Yep. One sec. I can never remember my password. Oops. Okay. Yeah, let's see how this one scales. And then you can make like custom panels too, which I've done from time to time, but it's just like really kind of, yeah, that'll work. It's really like time intensive. So it's almost better off just to find ones that are like close enough and then have the cabinet guys just kind of do their thing. Like once you get to the point, because they're gonna have to redo drawings anyways, you know?
Yep.
Okay.
I'm telling you, whenever you do this, I just want to go lay down on the couch and just let my eyes gently go to sleep. Wake up.
Wake up. Yeah.
What do you think?
Okay. I think. Yeah, some of this stuff, it's like it's going to make you go cross-eyed. Let's see here. Okay. I'm going to have to rotate that guy. There, that did not stretch the way I wanted. You know what I'm going to do for the time being is I'm just going to put I think actually, let me see if it's, let me convert this to a block.
What if we just got rid of the X?
I could more easily do a solid panel without the X. Like the program wants to like stretch it, and it kind of blows up the
Michelle's
scale
not
of it.
going to like the X anyway, the more I think about it.
Okay.
So what if we just did the horizontal molding and we did the same horizontal molding inside of the little 10-inch section there?
Right here?
Yeah. So it's just like a little rectangle molding. See how they have the molding around the inside of that?
Oh, I do. Yeah. Yeah, sure.
And so what if we did the upper section and the lower section just with a horizontal vertical rectangle?
Now, when you say horizontal vertical, do you mean just like the perimeter of it?
Yeah.
Okay.
And so same thing in the bottom in that 10-inch section. It's got the same thing. It's got a little rectangle inside of there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, this hood looks so much better now. This looks great.
Let's see now. Let's do. How long have you guys been at the house now? Living there?
I've been here for 2 weeks.
Okay.
She's been here for about 4 weeks.
How's it feel like being in a totally different type of like life?
I'm having a blast, man. It's just so simple and so I love we're building a wall in the garage and I'm shopping every night for stuff that it's just great. And this little town, I'm getting into cycling again. I just bought a really expensive gravel bike today.
Cool.
And it's Specialized Crux. S-Works Crux. I'm going to be rolling around on that thing. I've been riding my mountain bike around a lot. And
awesome.
So I'm thinking about, I was like, man, I don't really love the experience of a road bike. And so a gravel bike is a nice hybrid.
Mm. Me and my wife were just talking about that. We were out with the kids at a farm this morning for some school stuff. And we were like, oh, it'd be nice to live out in the country. But then we're like, we actually like love being like right by the trail and like just being able to like hop on the bikes and like pick up and go, It's like, man, it's
what I didn't have before. And so here it's all golf cart paths, which are just like the same thing, right? Just like the trail.
Yeah.
So I can just jump out and I just downloaded a Nike Run 5K, like 8-week program. So I'm still going to CrossFit all the time, but I'd like to start working on, a 5K time, just messing with that. My 5K PR is in the 18s, but I don't think I'm ever going to get there again. So I think I'm shooting for 20 flat.
Yeah. Nice.
So that'd be a pretty respectable 5K time.
This guy keeps stretching. I'm going to do this a slightly different way. Bear with me. This will take just a minute.
Yeah, this hood is feeling right now. It's feeling good. It's the one thing I was thinking. I was like, I think we can do better.
Yeah, we'll dial it in.
I'm torn on doing glass in the upper cabinets.
We can play with that. Yeah. Let's see. Let me make. Hopefully this doesn't look too cobbled together. Let's see here. You know what I might do? Let me okay, that'll work. That extra little line will go away on the render side, but I think that gets the point across.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think?
Sweet. Yep, love it.
All right.
That's exactly it.
Let's see. Trying to remember last time, I think we intentionally left this guy full height, because if we were to split this to line up with these, the bottom one would get kind of short.
Yep. No, I like that. I like how that looks.
It looks like we've got some varying shaker style widths. Like down here is what I would consider to be more of like not thin, but not a wide standard. This is like 2 inches on the flat, whereas up here is like a slim shaker, you know? Let me go to a wall elevation. And I'm not sure what'd you say the cabinet company's name was again?
Penville.
I'm not sure what they have. Yeah, so we're 2 inches on the bottom. And then up here, it's like 1.5 inches. So what are you feeling? Do you think like 2 inches is probably closer to standard, but still, I think maybe 2.25 or 2.5 is like a standard shaker. Do you lean more towards like the bottom or the top?
The bottom.
Okay. Let me update those.
So those upper drawers, and we may, in order to squeeze the shaker in that.
So usually on the uppers, what I have a lot of clients do with me more so lately is they do slabs on the top, or if you do shaker on the top, it either becomes a condition where the vertical, like the style or the rail is the standard 2 inch, but then the horizontal, like the top rail and bottom rail are like smaller. You know what I mean? Unless you go
pictures, I see that they just do the full slab. Yep, I see that. That's cool.
Yeah.
Yep,
I mean,
like that.
and for what it's worth, I don't think there's a right or wrong. Like, and like if you were to look at this kitchen that we were just looking at, you know, like in this case, it's kind of hard to tell. I think it is skinnier on the top and the bottom.
Yeah.
You know, but a lot of times what you see if you just like flip through Pinterest and Instagram is like you'll see a lot of people doing slab on the top. But I don't think there's a right or wrong answer. Like here, I'll show you. So,
I see this. So they match the left and right, and then they just do a skinnier.
Yeah. Yeah. And like, let's see.
Something I never even considered in life. You know, never even thought about it.
Yep. And then it's like when you're the more you like think, there's not like a right or wrong, but then the more you like think about it, it's like, well, you know, for me, and I'm not buying or selling here, but like I personally prefer the entire perimeter, the top, the bottom, and the sides to be the same like dimension. But you know, cabinet makers have been making the top drawer flats that way forever for that reason, though, you know, where the top and the bottom are skinnier.
Yeah, here's a kitchen. Here's an exact kitchen. Very similar to mine, where they did the slab up top.
They did? Are you dropping it in WhatsApp, or are you just looking at it?
No, I'm just looking on the Penville website. They have a bunch of gallery pictures and you're right, it's split 50-50. Like half of them are slab and half of them are inset or
and I'm just gonna drop one on just so you can like let's see how these are gonna line up. Okay, well that's wider, so like let me see if there are two. They do not have a that's closer. But like so if we look at this in 3D, you know, and like the lines exaggerate it. So like let me just this isn't going to be like a final render, but let me just like do like a quick dirty render on this. So when you look at that, like, what's your initial impression on like the left versus the right?
I like the left.
You like the left right here. Okay,
left.
cool.
Yeah.
So
we just do the matching left side and then the skinnier, the horizontals are a little skinnier.
Yeah.
And then if we match the uppers to the lowers, I kind of like the 2-inch band better.
Yeah. Okay, cool.
Yep. That's the ticket.
All right, cool.
Instead of the slab, we'll do the shaker style.
Okay, let's do it.
I didn't even notice that in the first drawings. I didn't even think about it. Like,
Yep. And I don't know. Do you know what your island is at the moment?
Yeah, they're all flat and none of them are inset, so they're all flat.
Oh, okay, they're all flat overlay.
Yeah,
and you're keeping that, right? Or are you replacing the island?
Yeah, I'm not gonna mess with those.
All right, let me just make them all slab.
You know what I probably could do is just have them make me drawers.
You could.
Yeah, so on the island, those drawers are all flat face.
Okay.
But the cabinet doors underneath the countertop are shaker.
They are shaker. Okay.
And then the one to the right of the dishwasher is a single door, single drawer.
Single door, single drawer. Okay.
And so it's a flat drawer, but a shaker door.
Got it. Hinged on the right.
Yep. That's what I should have them do. I don't just have them make me doors and drawers.
Totally could. Yeah. At least, and then like everything would match and you could just leave the frames and the hardware and everything intact.
Yep.
You just pop them off and pop them on. Get a pull on that. Anymore, it's almost probably, well, I don't know if you'd be repainting the island or not, but it's like almost as cost effective to like replace the slabs versus like the doors and drawers versus like painting it all,
Yeah.
It's like taking them off and shipping them off to somebody to paint and spray in a booth or something is like going to cost as much as getting new slabs.
Mm-hmm.
Something like so.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep, all that's right. It.
Okay. All right. Let me change the trim over here. Yeah, I like that double stacked crown.
Mm-hmm. Here, I thought we didn't have anything to do. It would be like 2 minutes.
Yep.
Built the long thing.
Yeah, peel the onion a bit. Let's see. All right, how's that feeling?
Yep. Now, what does glass look like in those?
Oh, yeah.
If I lit them with glass.
Yep. Let's see. Let me actually put those on their own layer. So what I'll do is, because we'll do a rendering too here in a minute. After you feel like the geometry and everything is good, I can bring this into render and then up and then backlight that stuff up on the top, you know? Would you keep over here solid? Or would you do, yeah. Okay.
Yep, those would stay solid, yeah. Yeah, so just those uppers, yeah, Michelle would really like that.
Okay, cool. Let me swap out, you're gonna do a wolf oven?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see. Let me swap it out a different way.
The dog's looking for dogs.
Your dog's looking for dogs?
Here, sitting right here by my feet. What's going on?
Oh yeah, we're not on Zoom, so it's probably not doing like good noise canceling, I assume. Did your dog hear my dogs in the background?
Yeah. So he's all up, and it's a little golden doodle. He thinks he's tough.
That's hilarious. I've got two dachshunds. One of them just turned 17 yesterday, and the other one's 2, and they're like, yeah, they're pretty ridiculous.
Do you have the red knob wolf?
Yeah.
Because that's the one we would do.
Yo.
Red knob ovens.
Let's see, DO 3050.
Yep. Boom.
How's that looking?
It's looking great.
Okay. All right. What else are you seeing? Because the next step would be for me to just bring this into the rendering, show you it in photorealistic. I know we're not really doing much in the way of color swaps and stuff, but at least you can see it.
Last question is, what does a dark countertop look like on the back section? Because the island's white.
Yep.
What if we did something dark?
Would you have any veining in it, or would you go more like solid, like a granite or something?
I think I'd do some kind of. It would be quartz.
Okay.
It would be probably something relatively solid.
Okay. Let me see. Is that too much veining?
No, that's pretty good.
Okay.
What do you think?
Oh man, I don't know. I'd say we keep it on a separate layer like this, and when I bring it into render, I can save out each. I can like swap it. It's like a Photoshop layer, so I could then make both counters match or make this one dark. You know,
Yeah.
And then
I really dig that.
I kind of like the contrast. I mean,
Yeah.
I think it's very personal choice, obviously, but like You know,
Yeah.
it's going to be a very bright room. You're going to have lots of like lighter colors and stuff.
Yeah. We did it the opposite in a house before where we had a dark island and then a light back. But this, I can't, you know, the island's already here. So yeah, I think I leave that. I think I like it dark like that. And
Okay.
Michelle was saying something about that too. So I think she would like it.
Okay, cool.
That's it.
All right. That's it. All right. Yeah, let's render it. So it'll take just a minute to bring it in.
I can't tell. Is that tile on that right wall?
It
on
is.
The dining room wall? Okay.
Yep. Let's see. It takes just a minute to convert it.
So this leaves Home Designer and goes to.
It leaves. I use chief home designer or chief architect. I use chief architect.
I'm sorry, Chief.
But it leaves chief architect and goes to D5 render. So
I think that's
like
what we're using for the garage stuff too.
you're using D5.
I believe so. Yeah.
Oh, sweet. Yeah, it's amazing. Like there's others. There's like Lumion and Twin Motion.
I think we're doing Twin Motion.
You're doing Twin Motion. Yeah. Most people use Twin Motion, like in the chief architect community. And it's great. I just personally, and you'll see here in a minute, like I really dig D5 render. I just like the way they do things. And I think they're kind of like, they're like leading the, I think they're like breaking ground in like the rendering industry. They're like disrupting a lot. So, which I can appreciate. Like I can get on board with a company like that.
They're not just copying others. They're
no,
right on path.
They're totally creating their own path. Like, and they hang on one sec. Some things I can talk and do at the same time. Some things I can't. Yeah, they're introducing just features that other people are now like, oh crap, we better like do something similar. And that like people that have been in the industry for like 5-10 years, and so if they're doing stuff like that, then it's just a good sign. So they're disrupting both in terms of like features, but also price. Like they charge like, it's stupid cheap. Like they charge like $40 a month or $300 or $350 a year. Whereas like companies like, well, Twin Motion is free. Like, so they're also inexpensive. You can buy a $500 license, but then you got companies like Lumion that charge like a couple grand a year for their license. And, in my opinion, don't offer as good of functionality. So I could go on and on. Let's see. So what we do is probably similar to like what your team does is, they export it and then they bring it into the rendering program. And then we kind of go through the process of, and like this doesn't have all the materials set up yet, but then we go through the process of essentially setting up layers and making it more photorealistic. So this just takes a second. Let's find a couple of good. Let's do. Yeah, like you can even I usually do it more for like visual effect, but you can even set like the latitude and longitude of the location and see where the sun's going to hit at like a given point in the day. It's pretty wild. Okay, so let's get. So what you kind of do is then it brings in. Sorry, your dogs are going to hear my dogs. So, it brings in like all the things that we set up on the chief architect side as kind of like layers, you know? So kind of like Photoshop layers in a way. And then you can basically apply materials to those layers, if that makes sense. So I like then have like a library of like these materials that would just takes a few minutes to like reapply, you know, and then it just adds like an extra subtle level of realism to like each layer. You know what I mean?
Mike, you want to see the kitchen we're doing?
Me?
Yeah, you want to see what it looks like? Mm. I'm probably going to have them do that backsplash tile underneath the darn island as well. Just,
Right here.
It's all drywall, so the kids are kicking the crap out of it already. It's terrible.
Let me see. Did I put it? I'll put it on its own layer real quick. I can do that. Let's do.
Right, you want to see what the kitchen's going to look like?
Yep.
Whoa.
See what we're building. So this all will be tile. This whole wall here, all the way down there, there'll be tile. We're going to do some tile under here too, the same tile.
Yep, I don't care.
That was a quick approval.
Mm-hmm. It's going to be easy, Mike. This is like a 1 week project. Piece of cake. 1 week custom project. In and out.
Yeah, I'll go back to the photoreal while that's being brought over.
All right.
Let's do.
Nice.
It's going to be sick. Doing this double molding up top.
Yeah, that'll look good.
Okay, then we got glass up there now.
Yeah, glass.
And then
So the
let's
only thing
do.
is staying is your island.
Correct.
Everything else coming out.
Yep. But I'm going to have Victor tile this whole wall right here too.
Yeah,
The
that's
whole
what,
thing.
that's what we were saying.
And I'm going to tile underneath the other side of the island with the same tile.
Oh, the face of that little wall?
Yeah.
Well, that way people kick it, it won't make a mark.
These will all be inset. I'm going to do glass up top.
That's your 48-inch. What is that? That wolf? That 48?
That's a 48, yeah.
It's a 48, yeah.
And they're using the hood that to inset.
Inset, yeah.
Are we doing lighting up in the upper
Yep.
glass?
Yep.
Nice.
Yeah, this will be sweet.
Should buy you another 6 months staying here.
Yeah.
That looks really nice.
I'm going to do the panel ready fridge for the first time. Fridge and freezer.
Well, we get this sorted out, then I'm going to redo my kitchen and all 4 bathrooms. So I'll be a customer.
All right, let's bring it back in and apply the tile down there.
So I think that looks really good, proportionate. I mean, it's not like it looks funny out here.
Right.
It looks good.
But I mean, I need that for the
I know.
double oven.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
And I'm going to lose a bunch of countertop with the 48 or the 36. I'll lose 12 inches there.
Yeah. But you have more than you need. You're only losing 6 inches aside, essentially.
Yep. So we gain a whole 24, basically.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And then our Lisa Susie's will look great on the entire wall there.
Mm-hmm.
These pictures behind me, my wife doesn't like them, but I like them. I like the artist lady. I think she's cool.
Yeah, and they're
Cool.
good.
Yeah. I met the artist and bought her photos, and I bought her.
She's your number one. You're her number one customer, I think.
Yeah.
All right, let me get back to our wall.
Yeah, turn it back on, full charge. We just wanted to make sure you don't know with a mini split inverter.
But it had full charge.
Do you want it backlit under the island, Matt?
See that one?
Do you want lighting under here too, or no?
No.
Okay.
No.
How's that looking?
It's looking like a winner.
Okay.
Looking like I'm going to be ripping out my kitchen here. I wonder how much this is going to cost. That's going to be funny. That's going to be an interesting part.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
I think those pen bills are like $800 a linear foot or something like that. They're going to be
Okay. Okay.
pretty spendy.
Yeah. Yeah.
But it's not a huge amount
Not a
of
huge kitchen.
Mm-mm.
I mean, if it's worth getting the position in and having, I mean, it's your first showroom, pretty much. So,
Correct. Yep.
you know,
Yep. Love that hood. Now the hood makes sense. Yeah, I'm glad we didn't do the X.
yeah,
But,
I'm digging the hood. It's cleaner this way, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, let me get these to be like a darker paint. And then, make, oops. Strip. You said you got art on the wall over here?
Hmm?
You got art? You're going to have art on the wall?
Yeah.
Let me do.
These two pictures I got on.
Do you have a link to the artist?
Good question. Lisa Susie's her name.
Elisa Susie?
They're like 48 or 48 by 24s. There's two of them.
Okay. One over the top, one over the other.
You see them right behind me here. So there's a 24 by
let me go
48.
back.
And, vertical.
Oh, vertically. Right on.
Yeah. So 48 vertical, 24 horizontal.
Do you have, you want to take a picture of it with your phone and send it and text it to me?
Yeah.
If you want to make it as flat as possible, like right in front of the painting, that way I can crop it,
Okay.
like get the chair out of the way or whatever. Is it a black picture frame? Like a black frame edge?
No, it's just a wrap.
Oh, got
It
it.
just wraps over the edge.
Okay.
How tight do you book yourself every day?
I typically just do 2 a day.
Oh yeah.
And I do like 9 a.m. to 10:30, and then an 11:30 to 1, and then that's usually it. For the
That's
day.
a pretty good life you got there, my friend.
It's pretty good. Yes, sir. And there's all the other aspects, like I do courses and stuff too, so I got to support students and
Yep.
and all the other things. But let's see. Something like so.
Yep. Cool. That's fun. Just pull them a little closer together.
Yeah.
They're like 2 inches apart.
2 inches apart.
Yep.
Does the scale look about right?
Yeah.
How do you guys know?
That's going to be cool. Yep. That's the
Anything else?
kitchen.
Anything else jumping out at you? What's the flooring like?
It's a tile. It's white oak. So
Oh, it's like an oak tile, but it's got less knotting going on than what I show here, I think, right?
Yep. Yep.
The
It's a little bit grayer.
Okay, I think I got something that'll fit the bill. Which direction does it run?
Other way. Yep, that's pretty close.
Pretty close.
Okay, thank you.
What are we missing?
That's it.
Okay. So what I'll do is I'm just setting a bunch of camera angles and stuff right now. So basically what I do from here is I just basically set a bunch of camera angles, set a couple different lighting conditions, save out a ton of images for you, save out the drawings from like the chief architect side. So you've got like wall elevations and whatnot, so that you can take those to Penville and have them do their thing and give you pricing and whatnot. And then I'll upload all those to your website, drop the link over into WhatsApp. And then if you need revisions or whatever, you can just let me know. But
Perfect. Awesome. Yeah, and drop me this file so I can put it up on YouTube.
oh yeah, cool. Yeah, we'll do. Turned out great. I dig it.
Yeah, I love it. So I'm going to hit you up soon to do the kitchen in my design studio.
Okay.
So we'll want to design that as well. And
Is that the one that's going in like the town, like the town center or whatever?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. So we're going to do something similar to this in there, so the design studio is going to feel like a house. So I'm going to have the same kind of family room kitchen setup, and the garage. It's just that the family room kitchen will be on the right side of the frontage, and the garage will be on the left side. So we'll have like a split for destination OG and OG on the left. It'll be kind of cool. But it'll feel like you're kind of walking from the kitchen into the family room. And from the family room, there'll be a door into the garage, and behind the kitchen will be the outdoor kitchen. Only we're going to make it sort of feel like a house, but sort of more open for retail so that people can kind of walk around. So I'm going to be hosting all kinds of different, events and stuff here as well. So that kitchen I'm going to make functional.
Totally.
You bake cookies every day and all that kind of crap that you do.
Right on.
The only thing that won't be functional is the outdoor kitchen. I don't think I'm going to put hoods and stuff in for it, but maybe I'll set it up. I don't know. Let's see.
That's going to be so awesome. Are you guys going to have your offices there too and stuff, or is those going to be somewhere else?
Some of them, yeah. Some of them they'll be upstairs, right? And so in the back corner of our design studio will be we'll have some desks for you to go sit down and do the design. We'll have all the models of all the homes on the drive, right? And you just sit down and we'll have layouts pretty much set up.
So you're
finishes.
So because you're saying like in the community they have like different specs for different builds, and you're going to have like
models,
garage,
right? They have 50 models. They're all cookie cutter. They're not custom. You can't move a wall. You can't change a closet size. They're all dialed. We won't even have to go out and measure anything for people because they're all going to be within a half an inch.
Yeah.
So every single model, let's say you walked in and you're real interested in doing this or that, we can just say, well, how about this? What do you think about this look? What do you think about that look? Because we've already made 5 different iterations of their house already. So we could sit them down and then generate an invoice right from that immediately.
Yeah, totally. Yeah. And all the garages, do the garage sizes vary, or are they all like
some of them have
close?
A stretch option, but we'll know, and everybody knows, hey, do you have a stretch or not? Right? And say, oh yeah, we have a stretch, but there's only one stretch. It's like 2 feet. And so we can just pull in the stretch version and say, well, here's where your pressure washer is going to go. Here's where your cabinets will go. Here's where, eventually it'll be, here's what your appliance is going to look like. And so we'll have it all set up. It's going to be sweet.
That's freaking awesome.
Yeah.
Exciting. I'm pumped.
Cool. Well, thanks for your help. We'll be doing more stuff together, I'm sure.
Sounds good. I'm excited. And I'll be in touch over the next, I'll just like save out the renderings here this afternoon. It might take me till the morning to upload them and send them over, but
nice. And then hit up, I'll put all your links in the description of the video, so you can hit Patrick up if you need help getting your design done.
Appreciate it, Matt. I had a few people reach out already. I think one of them booked me. So I think I got like one of your, it's pretty wild. So I've got like at least one person I know that he's like, hey, I saw you on Matt's channel, and so he like snagged one of my spots. It's awesome.
I think the tail will be a little longer, right? Because you got to catch people when they're ready to do it. But now they've saved that link. They're going to come back to that video forever.
Yeah,
super good.
Totally. Well, I'm grateful for you, man, and thanks for everything and for being so easy to work with. And I'm excited to see what happens next.
Awesome. Thanks, buddy. Appreciate you.
All right. Thanks. See you, Matt. Bye.